Oh, I need my light. I'm not going to talk real long. I already did a talk today. I need a light. Good girl. How you doing today, Ma?
I'm good. How are you?
Snow's really coming down now.
Yes, it's coming down very.
Big old fluffy flakes.
Yeah.
All over New Mexico.
Yeah.
The fluffy flakes. And it's snowing too. That was a little joke. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. Safe travels is what I talked. I called tonight's talk, because I already talked today. And, you need a drink, Benny? Yep. They've been expecting this storm the last couple of days, and when we came out December 11th, 2020, and we came across interstate from Flagstaff, Interstate 40, all the way over to Albuquerque, and then up, I guess, 64, that is. I'm not exactly sure. But that the 522 runs right up past my house here, and I've always paid pretty close attention to traveling and roads and weather and stuff like that. It's just part of who I am. And come to find out, in New Mexico, they close the roads. They don't try and stay on top. They don't have they don't have the trucks. I don't know what. I hope it really comes out the next few months. I hope they do an audit and figure out where they waste all the money on, because it doesn't go in the places that it needs to go. And I follow like some pages on Facebook, like road conditions in New Mexico and Colorado and stuff like that, and it makes me nervous. The stupid VA is going to want me to go down to Albuquerque for a 20-minute appointment, and I'm going to tell them I don't want to do it till spring. You go over there and lay down right now. Come on. Good boy. He just went out. He just likes to do that. And I don't want to go to Albuquerque anyway, because it's dangerous. It's a dangerous place. And I hope people are at home tonight and they're all cozied in, And for the travelers out there that aren't where they want to be, that's what I was talking about in these web pages that I follow. It's a lot of like parents that are sending their kids off, and they're 18, 19, 20, however, very young, right? Very unexperienced. They didn't do a lot of things because mom and dad did them for them, stuff like that. And I always see my parents. There wasn't much my parents could do for me. By the time I was 5, I was pretty much self-sufficient. And by the time I was 8, 9 years old, mom helped me with the math worksheet, and I got a D on it. So I decided from then on that I could get my own D's and that I wouldn't ask her for help anymore. And and my dad was just never around. I knew who he was and stuff, and I've seen him, and I've been around him, but he just wasn't an active participant in my life. And that's the case for a lot of people out there, and how people have relationships to other people when they get older, it really is affected by your childhood. It really is. And people don't understand that. They don't have any grace for that, because they just, I guess they were too busy getting everything that they needed, and they never got a taste of going without. So they don't know what it's like. And there's a lot of people out there right now that are like traveling from one place to a next, and they're just, they're not prepared, and they're going to need help, All yesterday, day before, I kept seeing these posts like their mothers, like my little boy, they're just gonna drive across, from Texas to California. And it's like, dude, just don't let him. And then they always like to tell you, he's never driven in the snow, Well, this is not the time that you need to learn because he's out there. Ever since I was a little kid, my dad was a truck driver, and I always thought that they should have just solely designated routes just for trucks, right? And I mean, truck drivers are what keep this country going. Everything that anybody has is because of a truck driver. And it's getting crazy out there. I know that at the border of Arizona, they closed down Interstate 40 because of pile-ups, you know? All I could think of when I see all these pile-ups is just like, that package ain't gonna make it. It's not gonna make it to the recipient, you know? And all these people gotta come out, clean up the mess, and, you know? I mean, there's just too many people. And the powers that be didn't put the money into the infrastructure. They didn't do it. They didn't take care of everybody, and now we get to feel the ramifications of it. And hopefully they'll lose their power and they'll get taken out of their seats, and we'll get some more people in there that has some sense, you know, that's willing to hire the person that's right for the job and not the person that's their cousin or their uncle, you know, just so they can get a paycheck, but they're not qualified to do the job. There's too many people on this land that they're unqualified, and they're getting paid a lot of money to play games while real life problems are happening out here. On one thread, a church in Arizona at the border was opening up because they don't have, like, even for cars, they don't have places for people to go to ride storms out. See, and this is the new earth. This is the new earth where you respect the earth and you yield to what the earth wants, and is what the course is happening on the earth. You know, you change your plans for the earth and what she's going through, because we're going to start seeing things like we ain't never seen before. More and more people are going to start seeing more things that they've never seen before. And I see, you know, they just got bigger, more expensive trucks, and you have these egos that sit behind the wheels of these trucks. And they think they have expectations, these egos. And they drive too fast. People drive too fast for the conditions. You know, everybody's in a hurry. They feel like they're in a hurry inside, so they try to match their outsides with their insides, and physics is not allowing that. You know, if you don't need to be on the road, don't be on the road. It's a good rule of thumb, and I'm thankful. I'm blessed. We've been blessed that I don't have to, you know, that we have enough to live on, to live by, to get by, that I don't have to go be out and about driving around places, you know, to help somebody else achieve their dreams. So I want to have a travel center, and then I want to start it and see how well it does, and then I want to have travel centers all over the United States. You know, they'll be kind of like a rest stop. You okay, Tuck? Not getting comfy, bud? Good boy, buddy. Where campers can come, you know, you can have a tent. You can be a pedestrian. We'll be able to, you know, just if you need help, be kind of a church of sorts. Be able to get a, you know, there's always going to be a hot pot of coffee on for fellowship. Place where travelers can do laundry. And, you know, charge all your electronic devices. You know, seek counsel if you need. You struggle, you know, if you're trying to do your life different, because you just keep ending up with life, you know, getting you in the same place. And I can help people figure out what the patterns are. Tuck, what are you doing? Come over here. You're not getting up there right now. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're not going up on the chair. No. Go over that way then. And then, okay, so they have laundry facilities, shower facilities, and they'll have maintenance facilities where people can work on, their cars are broken down, and there'll be indoor maintenance facilities. So, and then you'll be able to either get under the car. I haven't figured out the whole bay thing or a lift. You'll be able to get under the car to work on it and then have all the tools that you need to perform the maintenance. And if you can't perform the maintenance yourself, there's plenty of mobile mechanics that would be, probably be down to come out, help you out. And then they'll have anger stations where people can like get out of the car and go throw a plate against the wall, break some glass, do something because their kids are in the backyard. They won't stop fighting. And then the kids can have anger stations too to get out their yah-yahs. They used to have all these. They used to take care of people, and that's what the world needs and that's why I do my talks is just put out my intention to how I want to see a world. Instead of to have offices where people, like, where do people go to get help? I invite every bureaucrat to go into their, to pretend like they're homeless and then go through the steps like they expect people that don't want to be home, put them, like, make them go through the ringer and see what it's like, right? We're only supposed to be taking care of each other, and it got so terribly out of hand. We're going to need places like travel centers because there's more and more refugees, And it's not just because of war-torn countries. This country is going to get its karma for making impoverished countries in other places. So its karma is there's going to be a lot of displaced people from weather, whether it's fire or floods or whatever the case is. All those people that didn't help people their whole life, they're going to come to a place where it's like they're going to have to, they're going to have to collect some of that charity that they never gave, and then they're going to see. I've seen it happen too many times. But, yeah, there's a lot of travelers that are trying to get from one place to another that just I pray they get there, man. It's getting nasty out there, and it's only 6:30 Sunday. It's supposed to go all night long, I guess. So, and for the truck drivers, dang. It's just a different world than it was not too long ago. It seems like things were kind of just going along, ebbing and flowing, and then all of a sudden, all these truths started being revealed, and all these people started waking up about the reality of the world, So, but we're pretty good all in all, huh, Benny? Luna, good girl. Yeah, it's coming down pretty good. Anyway, I just wanted to get on for a minute and put out some good intentions, and put out some thoughtful words in the way of seeds to plant. Because we definitely need to create a society where people are taken care of. I watched a little video a little while ago. This woman went into the store, and this little old man was in one of those wheel carts. And he was like, "Do you know?" He asked her if she knew where these veggie straws were, and she's like, "I think, I can help you find it." And this little old man goes on to say about how his wife has Alzheimer's, but he found this old grocery list, so he wants to get things that she likes. I think it's kind of weird that he didn't ever notice. the things that she likes, but I guess those are the things that you kind of, I don't know. Anyway, so he was going on talking about how he put her in a home for a month, but it costs $15,000 a month. See, that's the thing is like we are the people farm because everybody wants money from the people. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter your story or your heart or the suffering you've been through, and what I want to see a society that really takes care of people. You know, and the only way we're gonna get that, I think, is to let people that have gone through hell and have like come on the other side, put them in the offices, give them a chance to do the programs, because all of the stuff that they've been doing up until now, it ain't working. I'm glad that New Mexico is being put on the forefront. It's the land of entrapment. People come here, oh, look at the adobe houses. Isn't it cute? Isn't it quaint? They extort money. Everybody knows the legal system is dirty. It's all the bros club to the max. And it's just, they just always kind of flew under the radar. And it's like, hey, Zorro Ranch. I officiated a wedding last year, a couple years ago now. And come February 22nd, and the dude, the groom, he was telling me about how some years back he ran into these girls in where is it, Las Cruces, New Mexico, and they were going around trying to get other girls to come hang out with them up at the Zorro Ranch. And they're like, yeah, you can make a lot of money. You might have to, like, hang out with the old, ugly, fat dude, white dude. But it'll make a lot of money in a short time. And so, this was, like, years ago, right? So, yeah, I mean, and I grew up around nastiness, all of it. And so, they kept it under wraps. But what egos do is they get to the point that's like, no, I'm going to do this stuff right in front of your face. So now it's everywhere in front of our faces, and they just keep doing stuff, and people just keep taking it. I see over in Europe, they're not really taking it. They're taking piles of crap. The farmers are taking piles of crap to the front doors of these bureaucrat office buildings, It's like it's enough is enough, and how much can the human spirit be freaking caged and be told, do all this stuff, kill yourself, be away from your family, break your backs, just so we can so we can play stupid games, because we used to watch, gangster movies with our pappies sitting on their lap when we were little boys. It's absurd. So, anyway, I've been yammering on long enough for now. That's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a